America's 23rd census, it's making the rounds. Census forms are being mailed or delivered to 134 million homes across the country. Altogether, those forms weigh 11.6 million pounds, enough to fill 425 tractor trailers. And census officials will deliver 47.8 million questionnaires to homeless shelters and soup kitchens to count our nation's homeless. But not everybody thinks the census is a good idea. KXLY4's Tania Dall live on our Sky Deck tonight. Tania, you talked with some skeptics.
I did, Robin. I spoke to people today who question the questions on this form. Some say they're going to skip it altogether. Other people say they're going to pick and choose what they'd like to answer. But be warned, skip the census and you are breaking the law.
Doesn't matter how innocuous it sounds. They don't need to know it.
It's a piece of paper with 10 questions about who lives in your house, required by the U.S. Constitution.
Just your name, date of birth, address, and your age. That's about all they ask for.
You might think, so what's the big deal, right?
If everybody filled out the census document, they would save the taxpayer $1.5 billion.
The questionnaire determines how many U.S. representatives each state gets and the amount of federal money that'll be set aside for your community. Your census answers impact where you live for the next 10 years.
Well, I got it one day, filled it out, put it back in the mail. It takes about 2 minutes.
Choose to skip the process, and census workers will knock on your door.
It costs the Census Bureau or the U.S. government or the U.S. taxpayer, for that matter, $57 for each time we have to go knock on a door.
But not everyone agrees that the system is reliable, and others are skeptical about questions like whether or not you own your home and where people in your house stay when they're not under your roof.
I think that, it's impossible to be able to know where every single person in the United States is. So many people aren't living at home. So many people don't even have a home.
And that's all they need to know is how many are there. They don't need to know what color we are. They don't need to know, all the other information they're trying to get.
As for your privacy, the U.S. Department of Commerce maintains that all of your stats stay private for decades.
It's available in 72 years, so your grandkids can look up if they want to, but 72 years, it's given to nobody.
And May 1st is the deadline to mail yours back, and then after that, that's when census workers start going door to door to follow up. The estimated price tag for the actual census is $14.5 billion, and some critics say that is a waste of federal money. Reporting live, Tania Dall, KXLY4, HD News.